Hey everybody out there in online land. This is your friendly neighborhood onliner, like the friendly neighborhood Spider-Man. You know, when I was a kid, I never understood that. I used to, the cartoons, I'd go, friendly neighborhood Spider-Man, what's he, the whole neighborhood? Oh no, they mean he's from the neighborhood. Anyway, this is your friendly neighborhood Vic Martino, and I'm gonna talk about something serious that I already did a video about this subject, but making it kind of humorous. And after what I've been hearing on some of these podcasts, as a lifelong DC superhero fan, it upsets me the way these people are just arguing with each other, like as though it was something really important to life, like politics. I mean, lighten up, everybody. These are just superheroes. I mean, it's supposed to have this is like make you feel like a kid again, you have a good time. You're not supposed to be arguing about nonsense and calling people names. What's wrong with you people? I mean, calm down. Now, I want to address this issue. First of all, I want to start with, well, as you can see, my favorite superhero or costume character, because he doesn't have superpowers, but he's really a super guy, is the Batman. And I want to talk about the Batman in the new DCU. It's taken a long time to make this sequel, to the Matt Reeves Batman movie. It's supposed to come out with a sequel. Now, there's all these kind of rumors Matt Reeves might have been sick, so let's hope he's better. It appears he's better now. Or it's possible James Gunn is, interfering, and Matt Reeves is, he wants to do his own thing. He doesn't want to do what James Gunn wants him to do, and I want to talk about that as far as James Gunn being made in charge of the DCU now. I just hope with James Gunn in charge of the DCU is not going to stand for degenerate corporation unfolding. Because from what I'm learning about James Gunn, the guy's sort of a perverted degenerate, you know what I mean? At least his humor. And what he just did with this new season of Peacemaker in the first episode, it's bad enough having an orgy scene. Okay, fine, but you got to show people's private parts. I mean, that's why it's called private parts. That stuff, that kind of thing doesn't belong in the DCU. That belongs in a porno movie. I mean, come on, man. And even if you argue, well, it's not supposed to be for kids. Bullshit. Even if you're a kid and the more your parents tell you, well, you can't watch this, the more you're going to want to watch it. And, Peacemaker is probably a character kids do like, even if you say, well, it's more for adults. This isn't, and I'm not a fan of the Peacemaker, really. I did see season 1. I have it on DVD, and I liked it. There was some things there, but what I hear now, what he did with season 2, I'm not going to get the DVD. I'm not going to watch it. I'm not going to support that crap. And it's not just a matter of, well, it's supposed to be family friendly. There's no reason for that. Okay, say you want to have an orgy scene, fine, but you got to show guys' balls hanging out in a superhero kind of project. This doesn't belong in the DCU. Like I said, it belongs in a porno film. So I have nothing against James Gunn. Originally, I was rooting for him to succeed because I want to see them make good superhero movies. He's the guy in charge. I was rooting for him to do good. Then I've been hearing these things on these podcasts about him and his past, and he was fired from Marvel for this kind of behavior. So he's fired from Marvel and DC hires him? He shouldn't have been put in charge in the first place. I mean, he's supposedly a superhero, a comic book geek. He likes the genre, but you don't do this kind of thing. And all you assholes who think, well, this is cool, come on, man. This is for adults now. This ain't kid stuff anymore. Yeah, but there's, you got to draw a line somewhere. And I was just listening to a podcast. I think this guy was podcasting from his mother's basement. And this asshole, of course, was calling people names that don't agree with him, calling them old fogies and, conservatives. Because only if you're a political conservative, you're against, this having people's balls hanging out in a superhero show. Listen, you don't have to be a political conservative or an old fogey to say this isn't right. All right? It's a matter of right and wrong. And look, if you happen to be a desensitized degenerate, then you find nothing wrong with it. And that's okay for you. But maybe you should think about, other people or adults that have children. Not every adult is into the superhero stuff. They don't know what's going on. So they don't know what if their kids say, oh, mommy, I'm going to watch Peacemaker, or let's say he does it with Batman or something like that. The parents don't know what's going on until they hear about it. And then the kids look, okay, it's not going to traumatize them. I mean, is it a big deal? Well, yeah, in a way, because you want to do adult films, movies, TV shows, that's fine. And even if you say, well, certain superhero projects aren't really for kids anymore. Batman. A lot of, I know a friend of mine said, I can't take, The Dark Knight. I can't take my son to see that. But it's for different reasons. I mean, yeah, okay, maybe it's a little scary for a kid or violent, because it's serious subject matter, like a crime drama. But it's still, if a kid sees it, it's not going to be anything really horrible. You know what I mean? I mean, when I was a kid, I would have loved what they're doing with Batman now. I wanted them to do what they're doing now with Batman when I was a kid. I think it's great. But as far as having pornographic scenes in these films, no. That belongs in a porno film. You understand? Gabish? All right, that's what I had to say. Let's see, did I leave anything out? As far as Batman being in the DCU, because James Gunn said, the Matt Reeves Batman is its own Batman, and there's going to be a different type of Batman, maybe more comic book accurate, and a different actor playing the Batman for the DCU projects. I just hope James Gunn, doesn't have Batman, pornographic sex scene with Catwoman, or anything like that, or maybe he brings in Robin, and Batman's having a pedophile relationship with the Boy Wonder. God forbid. James Gunn, if you mess around with my Batman, you're going to have to deal with me, because I'm going to come after you. I'm going to be gunning for you, Gunn. So do the right thing. All right, let's hope for the best. All us DCU fans, let's hope for the best. Take care.